Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate. Excuse me. As those may be meant for someone else. All right, let's see what's going on here. That was pretty funny. All right, so we have 8 of Cups, walking away, leaving something behind, a partnership, walking towards a new partnership. Taurus could have to do with Taurus. All right, sorry about that. And then we have the Ace of Swords. You're either walking away from a partnership or you're walking towards a partnership. But I almost feel like you're walking towards one because it almost looks like the face is looking towards the 4 of Wands, like looking towards new beginnings, new starts, new partnerships, and you're leaving something behind. I'm almost feeling like, are you feeling like this is what's going to fix things? Or are you looking at the partnership and are you struggling with something? And are you saying, okay, in order for me to bring this back together, I realize that I have to let some things go in order to fix what is going on here. Definitely an ending to something with this Death card coming in and then with it being right below this. So I definitely feel like you're putting the end to something, whether it's you're holding on to emotions or feelings within a current relationship, or you're definitely leaving a partnership. You could be leaving the Scorpio behind, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and you could be walking towards a Taurus, something that is more grounded. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot, and so we have the Cancer sign. I feel like this is going to take some time to develop and to fall in place. But I feel like this time around with this partnership, whether it's a reconciliation in a partnership or it's a new partnership, I feel like you're more grounded. I feel like you're in control of this partnership, and that maybe what you're leaving behind is something. Now, this could be a friend, family member, it could have to do with work. But I feel like you're leaving behind something that you felt you weren't in control with, and you're moving towards something that you do feel that you're in control with. And I feel like this is going to be something different for you. I feel like this is going to be a new feeling, but I feel like you've kind of come into your own power and you're like, okay, I know what I want, I know what I don't want, I know what I'm going to put up with, I know what I'm not going to put up with, and I want to have more say in this partnership. I want to have more, feeling more like I'm in control in this partnership, not where I'm being dragged along or I'm not having a say in the partnership. I love that. I feel like this is something that it kind of feels different for you, this relationship, this new partnership, whatever this is that's coming in for you. I feel like it's a different feeling for you. It's something that maybe that you've wanted but you haven't experienced because maybe you weren't in the right frame of mind, or you haven't been working on yourself to actually implement those things, those desires of what it is that you want, and you haven't been able to implement that. I feel like you're seeing things from a different perspective and you're kind of looking at things, and it's almost like as you're going along, you're making those changes and you're making those adjustments, because I kind of feel like there might be part of you that's kind of going back to the old ways, but you're finding, okay, it's very rewarding to feel like you're in control or you have a say. Not that you're controlling the relationship. I definitely feel that it's a partnership, it's a friendship, right? It's something that is very positive, just coming down this this line here, because it could be a new friendship that you're developing, but I feel like it's a true partnership that's coming in for you, that it's not, you know, there's always those times in partnerships where sometimes one person has to lean more on the other person, and then it's vice versa, but there's those times where you feel like you're really working together. I feel like this is a really nice relationship, partnership that's coming in for you. I feel definitely with this sharing, like I was just saying, that I felt that it was a good back and forth for you between the two of you. And I feel like you're finally hearing the message as to what it is that, like, it's okay to stand up for yourself and to say what you're going to accept and what you're not going to say. Like, you're totally seeing things from a different perspective. As always, my brain's going quicker than my mouth, but I love this. Like, I'm so excited because I feel like this is something that you have been waiting for. This is something that you have been working for. But the reason why it's happening is because your perspective, right? Your perspective, these two cards here, your perspective is that the next partnership that you're going into, or if you're, you know, reconciling or working on a relationship, that you're saying, this is how I want it to be. I want to be able to have my say. I want it to be a partnership, that you are willing to put the work in. You're willing to do your part. You're willing to have that understanding, but you're also willing to say, what are your boundaries? You're setting those boundaries in that relationship. That's what I was trying to say, is that you're setting those boundaries as to what you will accept and what you won't accept. And you feel really strong, but it's because you've looked at past relationships, you've saw how those went, what worked, what didn't work. You learned from the situation, and now you're ready to go into the next phase, but feeling strong and confident and knowing what you want out of this partnership. Like I said before, it could be something to do with work. It could be a new job that you're starting. It could be a new friendship. It could just be you're leveling up, or you're changing things, or you're saying, hey, I want better for myself. So you're making that effort for those changes. And that's why this comes in, is because you're seeing things differently. You're saying, like, you're seeing the red flags right away, and you're saying, oh no, that's the way it used to be. So I don't want to go back into that energy. I want something different. And sometimes you have to wait a longer time for that something different to come in, because it's almost like you're being tested, because you keep having the old style coming in, right? Those old habits, those red flags, the same relationships. It's like that, you know, those relationship patterns that we have where we keep picking the same person, but it doesn't seem to work out. And it's like, but this person's different, but then it turns out to be, it is the same. So it's like wanting more or different for yourself, better for yourself. And you're like, okay, oh, I see that, right? That's that pattern again. So I'm moving away from that. So being able to see it sooner. So I feel like that's what's happening here with this situation. And it also could be within yourself, is that maybe before you used to hang on to things, or you used to hold on to things, and you're like, wow, this isn't doing any good because it's only hurting myself if I'm hanging on to this for so long, that it's only bothering me, and it's only hurting me, and it's only holding myself back. And I can't have this energy swirling in my head or focusing on, because it's not doing me any good, which is definitely easier said than done to do that, because I'm definitely guilty of that. We have number 71, health. I feel like this brings a lightness, like it affects your health in a positive way, because you're not holding on to the 8 of Cups, and you're approaching things with confidence. You're setting boundaries, and you're putting yourself in an environment that is very positive for you, that is good for you. You're making choices, right, that are good for you and better for, like, you know your limits, you know your boundaries, you know what is going to work for you and what's not going to work for you. Let's grab a fortune reading card. Coming into your own power, that's what I feel like. It's why? Because you're seeing things from a different perspective. You're like, whoa. Love it. Phoenix, 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 Phoenix. Love it. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. Yeah, you've gone through something, because you've built up these 8 cups, right? Whatever that is that represents to you. You've built this up. and you're like, ah, this tension, right? And then you're like, I've got to make some changes, big changes here, right? I've got to let things go, and I've got to see things. I got to analyze and see, okay, what are those things that I'm putting myself into, people that I'm putting myself around, and what do I need to let go of? What do I need to focus on? Self-awareness, definitely. All right, let's grab a Star Dragons. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please, the links are down below. I was going to say, please give me a thumbs up if you're if you like the video. Brains all over the place. Vision, contemplating the future. What does your future look like? What does it look like? I feel like you have a different vision. That I feel that it's, maybe it was something before, but now it's changed. Like now you're seeing, because you're seeing things differently, and you're learning, and you're growing, and you're coming into your own power. And this Ten of Pentacles may be something different than what you were imagining before, but I feel that it's better, and it's more fulfilling. Let's close out. Let's see, let's grab an animal oracle here. Animal oracle. Raven, white raven spirit, trust in the magic, the signs, the feelings, the emotions. I feel like getting in touch with your inner voice, those guiding things that are happening, and trusting that it's for you to be in a place that is more fulfilling and happier and more self-aware. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.